Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Okay. So one of them is Kyoko. One of them is Kazuichi. Who's the third?
What's wrong with that?
Hey, Jet Amp, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You brought a Jetty here?
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer.
I do mean Hyoko. Sorry.
Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Guys. Just assume I'm talking about a character in this game, please. I'm bad at these names as is. I'm trying. Oh god. Use the truth flashback? Alright, if you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. You will not be able to agree with any more use of truth flashback. Alright, so probably using the truth thing.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
No.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
Yeah.
They cut it up and... Boosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Yeah. So I need to get Chiaki's other than the shower room and use that to do impossible.
What did the killer do with the blood?
Maybe they simply they couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been. They didn't have to use the shower.
Well, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body. If they used something
Other than the shower.
What did they do with the bloody? They cut it up and.
As someone who flushes, it would definitely clog the...
Maybe it's the other way. Perhaps someone other than the.
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they
Simply washed it up.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been.
No, that's wrong. They just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily have to use the shower.
I like that to my teddy bear. Where can I get one? Man, there's probably Monokuma toys.
They could have just as easily used something else.
Besides, Kyoko was from the last game. Kyoko was a bitch and Kuko. By the way, look at the X's in the cook's face. I know. I didn't want to mention it, but I fucking love that they're like forks and knives or whatever the fuck they are. It's an Amazon link, so it's probably fine. Best to check it. There it is, right there. It's currently unavailable, but you know, it exists.
Something other than the shower. Like
The
what?
fucking ocean? Oh.
Damn it!
Who drinks?
I see. Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
You're dead to people.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Why? It's gonna be trash can. Two.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking one bottle drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood. It's true there were in the beach house refrigerator.
Shit.
However, try one bottle drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
I got them button mashing skills.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles. There were only flavored drinks with color. If you use those to wash blood, the blood will come off and your body will leave an aromatics, especially if you use the water.
I lost that one.
Damn it!
It's true there were in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle drink. It wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words. Oh, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
Oh, hey. Neato. Yeah, it was trash can.
How many times do I have to tell you?
100%.
There are no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Ah, you should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Now I think about if they soak their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, the person would be.
It seems you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer
Yep.
is?
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
Must be that person.
You're the only one! Echo, is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer. Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner. If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming! No one even saw her swimming. No. I saw her.
Balls off to play Dota. Have fun, bud.
Huh? After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt
luck?
she would have
Don't
arrived
try.
at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier? You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer! We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
I see! If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
Maybe that sword that she carries on her back?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!